Good afternoon, everyone, and a warm welcome to the much-awaited webinar on nursing. I'm Preeta Harikrishnan, Deputy Manager of Admissions at Amrita Health Sciences, Kochi. Thank you for joining us for our discussion on why nursing and why Amrita. To ensure we are addressing our queries in the best possible way, please feel free to use the chat box to send your questions throughout the session. So we are privileged to have with us today our esteemed guests, Dr. K.T. Moli Madam, Principal Amrita College of Nursing, and Dr. Lekha Vishwanathan Madam, Principal Faridabad College of Nursing, Delhi. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce Dr. K.T. Moli Ma'am, who is the exceptional academician, having secured first rank honors in both her B.Sc and M.Sc nursing and holding a PhD from Amrita. She has the distinction of being the founding principal of Amrita College of Nursing and has been the recipient of prestigious accolades, including the Best Nurse Educator and Best Teacher awards. With 33 publications to her credit, Moli Madam continues to be a guiding light in the field of nursing education. We are privileged to have you with us, Madam, and we look forward to your valuable insights today. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Preeta.
Welcome, ma'am. Ma'am, we shall hear to you, and then I welcome also
yes.
Lekha ma'am, who is with us today.
Okay. I thought you'll be introducing Dr. Lekha also, and
Of
after
course
that,
I will. Of course I will.
Yeah. So, a very good afternoon to all of you. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So, welcome to the session on probably the first session, I must say, on nursing part of it. Those candidates, who have registered already for nursing are expected to be here. This is what I understand from Mrs. Preeta. I think most of the facts which are written on Amrita College of Nursing is already there in the website. And probably I'll just elaborate one or two and some new things which we are going to have also I may share to you. So this is a College of Nursing which was started in 2002. If you remember, in 2002 only Government of Kerala policy has changed. So that self-financing sector can also have colleges like nursing college, medical college. That was the year. So the same year, Amrita started the College of Nursing, and which was actually inaugurated in November 2002 by both union and state health ministers together. That was a wonderful occasion where I was present. And started with 50 B.Sc nursing students. And we got our seats enhanced to 75, then to 100. Actually, the current seat number, it is not 100. We also have supernumerary seats for students from Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. So in one batch, we usually have about 106, 107 students currently. And some of you may be just worried about the intake of boys. I must say that we are having around 100 boys, I mean altogether in all batches in the college. So the gender wise also it is almost something like 80 to 20, or in some batches it is 75 to 25 also. Now, this is a center of observation visit for many other nursing colleges. So we get students and faculty members from other colleges of Kerala and outside the state also. They come here. They would like to know our administration and what is something special in the education, because we do many innovative practices in nursing education. So, about the nursing education, if I just elaborate, I must say that now it is semester system. So, semester system means we have only 26 weeks. And out of this 26 weeks, we get only 20 weeks for academic purpose. The rest of the weeks, 6 weeks, are for preparatory holidays before university examination. Then university examination itself will take, weeks, especially when there is a practical examination. And then the vacation also. So including all these, we have, 26 weeks. And here, the unique feature of Amrita is 26 weeks in a semester means, that semester get completed within 26 weeks itself. There is no further extension as such. We had, extension of courses only during the time of COVID, except that if you take, any batches, exactly within 4 years, we used to complete. The results come, and the students, they go go out. Means after having the examination and after getting the results published. Now, very recently, I must say, within the last 2 years, we have become an IEDC center also. You may ask me, what is this IEDC and what is this particular thing to do with us? So IEDC is actually Innovation Entrepreneurship Development Center. So Amrita College of Nursing Kochi has been recognized as an IEDC center where the students get, a lot of opportunities to participate in providing their ideas, new ideas related to especially some development of new products which will help in nursing care. So, and you can see that, the present day students have a lot of ideas with them how to improve, the present nursing care system as such. So let me tell you, around 10 projects are going on right now with the help of the students. So searching for ideas for development of the products is one opportunity. The same way, students are also part of, YIP, that is Young Innovators Program. So we have given some 13 ideas. They invite ideas from all the colleges, engineering colleges, not only nursing colleges, any college. This is applicable to higher education. So, so that also, one of our idea, of the students have got accepted. That means you get 50,000 rupees from them. And this IEDC center, we have equipped our college with one room for IEDC because they come here for inspection. So these are, some of the privileges you may have, and you may develop some products with a tie-up with the engineering colleges. I have taken my students to one of the engineering colleges. They have interacted and they have come to some sort of a consensus, and that's how we are able to start with some of these 10 products. So that way, those people who are interested in research also have got a space in nursing, which nobody will believe, because before it was not like that. You have a subject in nursing research also. And coming to the overall part of it, I must say that you see it is located in the same campus of Amrita Institute of Medical Sciences. I must say that the distance between Amrita College of Nursing and AIMS Hospital is just 300 meters. Okay, just walking distance. That's it. And we have a very enriched curriculum, of course, the curriculum which has been given to us by the Indian Nursing Council. But we have little bit modified by adding some value-based part of it, structural, cultural education. We have constructed a curriculum for that. So that is also part of it. Because, AMA is very, very particular to have cultural education. You may be knowing that, ours is a deemed university with Mata Amrita Devi as the chancellor of the university. So please try to understand, first of all, what's the difference between a deemed university or a deemed to be university or other conventional universities. So conventional universities, there is a vice chancellor, and chancellor is always the governor. Whereas you can see in deemed to be universities, which are, functioning with a special curriculum, and they always have something more to add than the conventional universities. Then only the deemed university will be sanctioned. Unless and until you really convince the people who are coming here for inspection that you have a plan to do something more than a conventional university, then only the sanction for deemed to be university will be given. I was there in 2002 when the team came here as such to examine us, to evaluate us whether we really need uh, university. Otherwise, we would have been part of the former MG University. So we have an enriched curriculum, and we give, firm support to the slow learners. Definitely, I must say things are not that easy as you think. For a +1, +2, when you get into any professional course, not only nursing. See, whatever you might have covered with one science textbook in 1 year, probably we will complete that within 3 months. So you can just think of, uh, the volume you need to learn within short time. So that is one part of it. Sometimes students fail, but we give, firm support to the slow learners. That means they will have additional classes, additional tests will be given, and so that, they are prepared to write the supplementary examination. And as I said before, the UG students in their curriculum, undergraduate students in their curriculum, have one subject as nursing research. So in most of the colleges, you can see that, one group of students, like 10 students, 12 students, they do one group project. Maybe only one or two are actively involved. Others are there, just cooperate with them. That's all. And hardly it is published. It goes to the library. It remains in the library. But here it is not like that. For every 2 to 3 students, we have a project, and of course faculty guided projects, and these projects, they are made in the form of a manuscript and sent for publication. So at the end of 4-year program, you get a degree, and along with that, at least, one publication also. So you will be a co-author of the publication. Now coming to our infrastructure, I must say that we have, in addition to whatever Indian Nursing Council has stipulated, we have a research lab very recently constructed, where you have, 3D printer machines and all that. So that's how, our students are able to do something on that. They are able to make the design of some of the products which they can work with the engineering colleges. And as students, you may be interested more than the curricular activity. I must say that you may be interested in co-curricular activities, extracurricular activities. This is a very good campus. I mean, I must say it's a good college for extracurricular activities, because see, right now I must tell you that, a function is going on in our auditorium, where the junior students are giving farewell to their seniors. So a lot of programs happen, and it happens under what is known as Student Nurses Association of India. So we have a unit, SNA unit. So the students are the leaders, the president, vice president, and treasurer, joint secretary, and a program chairperson. All these people have been rather elected, not nominated. You get an opportunity to um, uh, elect them. So they will be the leaders. They will be presiding the function, and they, give much thoughtful discussions to the other students. They organize the program. The program which I said right now is going on upstairs is also organized by them. This is to develop, the students' leadership abilities, organizing abilities. We also observe, many of the health days, like World Health Day, Nurses Day is coming. So all these days, they have special themes. So we focus on the current disease conditions, the current themes, and what's important in the medical area, in the nursing area. And we, in Kochi campus, we have departments. There are 6 departments here. That is starting with foundations of nursing with a professor as head for all the departments. Uh, See, as such, if you look into Indian Nursing Council statistics, they say only about 2, 3 senior teachers. But you can observe in Amrita College of Nursing, we have around 9 professors here. Each person is being the head of each department. So another department is community health nursing, medical surgical nursing, child health nursing or pediatric nursing, mental health nursing or psychiatric nursing, and OBG nursing, obstetrics and gynecology nursing. So likewise, we have, departmentalization, which actually makes the work, more decentralized or delegated so that, they can plan it. And some of our best practices, as I told you, we give lot of importance to the overall development of the student, especially the competence of the student, the compassion behind their work. Because this is an organization which works under the famous renowned leader Amma. Maybe you have knowledge, maybe you know what to do, but suppose you don't have that mind to do for a patient or for anybody, then you are of no use. So that's why a good attitude is very, very important. So we give importance to that. We teach the students on skills. We do have, many labs here. We make the students to practice. Teachers demonstrate many nursing skills or procedures to the students, and each student has to re-demonstrate back to the teacher also. Thus we make sure that our students are competent to do the nursing care, including not only just the procedures, assessment part of it. They have to assess the patient and to know what is wrong with the patients. And then only you can start, thinking of what to do, what this patient requires, this particular patient requires. So we give importance to the competency, we give importance to the attitude, the psychosocial part of it. That's why you have psychology and sociology as part of the curriculum. That also, these two are your subjects. In semester 1, you need to get through this. And maybe because of the semester system, there are advantages and disadvantages. I had been through the year system, annual system all this while. When it was an annual system, you see some 7 to 8 subjects you need to write in 1 year, which many of the students have found difficult. So, but now they have made it in the form of a semester. So you have 2 university examinations mostly in each semester, apart from 1 or 2 college annual examinations in subjects like, communicative English, professional ethics. It varies from one semester to another. So out of these 6 semesters, the 8th semester is going to be your internship. So all these semesters, you have very specific subjects, starting from very simple subject like anatomy and physiology, sociology, psychology, foundations of nursing, microbiology, infection control, medical surgical nursing. As you go, up like fifth semester, sixth semester, seventh, you will get into OBG nursing, obstetric and gynecologic nursing, mental health nursing, child health nursing, and little bit of management and nursing education also you are taught. It's all part of the curriculum, because nurses need to be good leaders. Otherwise, you will not be able to manage a ward. You will not be able to, have good relation with the people around you, because you need to communicate with many doctors. You see the number of doctors here, and they belong to different states, maybe even to different countries. Some of them may not be knowing, Malayalam or the local language, and you need to communicate with these type of people. A lot of professional team members a nurse has to communicate. So people skills are very, very important in the field of nursing. You need to have, correct words to communicate, correct way of documentation, writing what you have done for the patient. So all these are very, very important. Now, the evaluation part of it, I'll say that if you get through first, second, third, and fourth semester, only you will be able to write the fifth semester examination. That means fourth semester you have a checkpoint. So first semester, if you fail in one subject, fine. You will go to the second semester. You can write it as a supplementary. You get through it, fine. Or first, second, third semester, you get through. Fourth semester, you are failing in one subject. There is a problem. You will be promoted to fifth semester, but you can't write the examination of the uh, from fifth. You cannot write until and unless you clear all these semesters subjects. The same way, another checkpoint is in seventh. So unless and until you clear all the subjects up to sixth, that means fifth and sixth you need to clear, then only you can get into seventh. So that's how they have kept some checkpoints. So till that time, all the time you will be promoted, but you cannot write the examination even if you are eligible. Means you have the attendance, you have the internal assessment marks, everything you have, but then you have not cleared one subject, for example, in any of the semester, then you cannot appear for the fifth semester examination. And likewise, these are certain conditions not laid by Amrita Vishwavidyapidam. These are conditions laid out by the Indian Nursing Council. And we follow it because it is mandatory to follow it. That's all. So I think, these are, some of the areas I need to tell you in a nutshell. And maybe you have more questions on that, probably after Dr. Lekha Vishwanath speaks. So I can answer that. Thank you very much, and thank you, Ms. Preeta.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. We are
Yeah.
so happy for all that all the explanation that you gave about Kochi. Anyhow, we have doubts which we will clear after Lekha Madam has listening to what Lekha Madam has to say. But before
Yeah.
that, let me introduce Lekha Madam to you all. It is my pleasure to welcome again Dr. Lekha Vishwanath Madam, Principal of the College of Nursing, Faridabad, and Deputy Nursing Director at Amrita Hospital, Delhi campus. With over 2 decades of rich experience spanning clinical, academic, and administrative domains, Lekha Madam has made significant contributions to nursing education and healthcare quality. She has been instrumental in the development of e-learning systems, has served as NAC coordinator, and held the role of chief quality manager for NABH assessments. As a PhD guide and a committed educator, she has authored 50 research papers and co-authored the notable text book, Principles and Practices of Obstetrics and Gynecology Nursing. Her active participation in over 30 conferences and workshops underscores her dedication to continuous learning and innovation. We eagerly await your address, madam, and look forward to hearing about the advancements in nursing education and practice at Faridabad. Welcome, ma'am.
Okay. Namaskar. Good afternoon all. Good afternoon, Molly ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, all the parties. We have a large gathering of 195 candidates. Okay, so Amrita College of Nursing Faridabad is a part of Amrita Vishwavidyapidam. And Amrita, you know, Amrita University or our university's name is Amrita Vishwavidyapidam, has 10 campuses all over India. Most of the campuses are in South, and Faridabad is the only campus in the North India. Faridabad is near to Delhi, from near to just 30 kilometers from Delhi airport, 25 to 30 kilometers, and 1 hour distance in the Delhi. And here, this is a very large campus of 134 acres with a hospital, new hospital. We started in 2022 August, the 2,600-bedded hospital. So along with that, there is a medical college, nursing college, School of Allied Health Sciences, and a School of AI and Artificial Intelligence. So this as in Kochi, here also it's a residential campus. We have the hostel facilities and all other facilities available within the campus so that you don't need to go out in between. And most of another significant feature is most of our students are from Kerala. As we have a common entrance examination, students apply for both Kochi and Faridabad campuses. We started the college. I think I'll share a slide. Hope it is.
Yeah, it is visible.
Yeah, we can see. Yeah.
So this is a picture of the Amrita Faridabad campus. So in the building, you can see this is the main hospital building. Behind that, what is the nursing college and other buildings comes behind that. So this is our nursing college building. We started in 2022, 23 academic year. Actually, we started classes on January 23. Right now, we have only B.Sc nursing. In future, we will be starting post-basic MSc and the PhD programs. So we started with the 60 seats. Even though we got permission for post-basic and MSc, we focused only on B.Sc so that we can maintain quality in education. In 2023-24, the seat was 100. And in the next coming academic year onwards, the seat is 250. And last year only, Indian Nursing Council changed the policy of increasing the seats to 250. Till that time, 100 was the maximum seat. So we have a vision of preparing the competent nursing professionals and education rooted in human values and also a positive academic environment. As Molly ma'am suggested, we give equal importance to co-curricular, extracurricular activities and student support. So the students remain happy in the campus. I think it's So as you are far away, you'll be curious to see the campus. That's why I thought of showing a photograph. And here, Faridabad, maybe we will be thinking about the traveling. Faridabad is near to Delhi only. We call it as a Delhi NCA campus. And Faridabad campus is an extension of the Kochi campus. Molly ma'am is my teacher and mentor. I was in Amrita's Cochin campus for almost 13 years, 33 years before my PG and 10 years after my post-graduation. And then right now I'm here from the beginning of the college. So this right now we have 3 batches in, and the coming batch will be the 4th batch. Then the curriculum that we follow, all the academic activities are almost same as a Kochi. Here only change that you will feel is a change in the weather. Here we have extreme summer and winter. But the college hostels, the college is air conditioned, hostels are also air conditioned. So, but there is an option for the non-AC also for the students who require, but it's AC, hostel AC is available. And I think remaining everything is the same. So if you have any questions, we'll answer.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So you being a student of Molly, ma'am, that's also again, we are so happy about it. Another principle of a great mentor. So, ma'am,
I would say Molly ma'am is the biggest strength of nursing in under Amrita. From the beginning onwards, she has set the standard.
Yes,
For
yes.
me, setting up a new college became very easy
Oh,
as I have worked under Molly ma'am's guidance.
that's nice to hear, ma'am. So anyway, thanks a lot, ma'am, for your explanation. So anyhow, we have a few questions, ma'am, which we shall drop, and then either ma'am, Lekha ma'am, or Molly ma'am could answer
Yeah.
it. So shall I go ahead with that?
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
Okay. So like what essential skills these nursing candidates who come for nursing should have if they want to really join this course? Is there anything like that?
I must say that the first thing for a nursing student, the skill part, I must say that, consistency. Consistency is very much required for medical profession, nursing profession. It's not like, arts and science college. As I told you, 20 weeks you have for academics, and all 14, 15 weeks, I don't study anything. I don't do much. And then I think that, I can cover everything, and, everything I can do on the previous day of examination or practical examination. We have practical examination, oral examination, and written examination. So just think, if you are not consistent in your studies, if you are not very proactive, I hope understand the meaning of proactive. You anticipate, I have an examination, I have these things, so I have to start doing it from today. So don't postpone things. If you the biggest, I think, the skill, or I must say the virtue, the quality a nursing student or any medical student should have is, some consistency in managing day-to-day activities. So I'm not saying that you go for holidays 3-4 days, and then you don't study anything. It's going to affect you. I had been as a student. I still remember I never take any books and when I go home. I just enjoy my holidays and then I come back. But when I come back, I really focus on my studies. So you see, I'm a first rank holder from Kerala University in 1980, right? So, but then when you are there in a particular time, when you need to focus on something, you definitely need to. There are many opportunities for you to enjoy and relax. So this is the first thing you need to have. That is consistency. And people skills. This is the second thing. People skills is very, very important. How are you going to interact with people? I'm talking about face to face interaction, not through the usual way the present generation is having. You people are really good and talented, I know, in communication, but mostly, it is through the mobile phones. But I'm talking about face-to-face communication, because as a patient, when a patient comes in front of you, you are not going to use mobiles or other things. You need to communicate looking at their eyes confidently. You need to look at them and explain to them what is needed. And so at least these two, if you have, when I say people skills, it includes many more things, your courtesy, and other things are required. At least if you have these two things, even if you have little less mark, definitely I am sure that you will be able to get through. I remember a student, a boy, 66 percentage was the mark those days, he had. I actually have told that time to the university people, whatever it is, he has got through the entrance examination, but I was quite unhappy about his percentage of marks for plus two. But believe me, he was scoring the same 66 percentage in the first year, second year, third year, and fourth year, because used to work very hardly. Whereas those people who came here with 100% marks or above 90, many are above 90% marks, they have failed. So it's all, your consistency, regularity, and, focus centered activity. I think rest of the things, I just request, Professor Lekha to explain.
Yes, Lekha ma'am, can you add on to that?
So, yeah, I would say the students with average intelligence and language, a fairly good language, you can easily learn. As Madam said, that consistency and perseverance is very important, going systematically. And first of all, all professions may not be okay for all the students. You have to think just as whether it's okay. We have a couple of cases after joining, the students thought, oh, this is not my interest, the other one. So you have to decide. Before joining, you can take a decision that is, I want to do nursing. Once you have joined, be determined and go ahead. It's possible to do it. And all those skills which you're lacking, even if you're lacking something, it is possible to make it up. As ma'am said, there was a good example. If you have an issue with the language or the communication skill, I was a very shy person. For me, it was very difficult to talk to people in my first year B.Sc nursing. Now I can talk with anybody for hours. So that skills we can make up. I mean, curriculum is also very nicely designed to develop all the skills to required to be a good nurse. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, Lekha ma'am, like what career paths are available to these graduates, like of the B.Sc nursing program, like once they complete it?
So nursing is a foundation course from which you can divert into many areas. First of all, either nursing. After nursing, you can be a clinical nurse who works in the hospital. Within the hospital, you have opportunity to grow as a senior nurse, in charge, supervisor, or to a nursing director, nursing head in that way. And within the hospital, again, we have opportunity for specialization. We can go with a specialization as a postgraduate diploma or the postgraduate degree. So you can work as a nurse specialist or a specialist role like the quality nurse, infection control nurse, in that way. That is an opportunity. So then you can go for the post-graduation where you become a specialized nurse or you can become a faculty. And after MSc nursing, you can go for the PhD in nursing. So you get a doctorate degree. And for the becoming a professor, doctorate degree will be required in future. And in addition to that, another opportunity in the hospital will be the quality, to be a quality professional. That is a demanding area in hospital. After B.Sc nursing, with MSc nursing background itself, we can be a quality professional, or if you want to do MHA or the MBA in healthcare, that also will be good. So I have worked as a nurse quality manager and a quality manager. So that is something which nurses can, a person with a nursing background can do much better than quality professional with other background. Then you also have a lot of opportunity in research. Now, there is a lot of research positions available. Those who are interested in research. In the master's level, we learned research of 150 hours and 400 hours of practical. And in addition to that, I mean, you will be competent to be a researcher with the post graduation or in the undergraduate level itself. And research options are available, and there are many faculty or the nursing professional who are excelling in research nationally and internationally. Then other management, hospital administration will be another opportunity. And we have nurses even working in UN. Then somebody who's working as a behavioral health specialist, even our own seniors, our Amrita's alumni, they have in different positions. Then nurse practitioner is another upcoming opportunity where you are able to practice independently. That is a post-graduation nurse practitioner in critical care, maternity care, or the mental health. All these programs are coming up. So the opportunities are endless. And we have a lot of nurses working in NGOs. That is also more of a leadership role, project management. So according to your interest, you can divert into areas where you really want to work. And BS nursing is a strong foundation for everything.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Molly, ma'am, what are the current challenges these candidates have in the nursing profession? Like they are coming from the +2 classes, like.
Yeah. I must say that, from the student's point of view, there are a lot of challenges. And it is better that, you just have an understanding of that. And these challenges are something are unique for nursing, I must say, and something are very common to any student who is getting into a professional college. Now, some of the very, very specific, unique things for nursing, I must say, especially with the semester system, you have very limited time. Very, very limited time. You need to get through the theory paper and you need to get through the practicals and oral, and you have lot of assignments. It again, please don't think that it is given by the college, because the curriculum very clearly has listed what all assignments are should be given to the students as part of this particular subject. It's all there. We are not adding anything. So students spend lot of time in writing, and the present students, they are not very fast in writing, and most of them might have been familiar with one word. They know the answer, but you ask them to explain, because sometimes it is short notes are there, and short essay questions are there. So they are not in a position to explain, and even if they explain, you think you can hardly understand what it is because of the poor language. I don't blame any student, I blame the system of education. But I think, I mean, the Kerala government, especially, not they are going to keep some checkpoints, and COVID also might have been one reason. So if you just write something and all, you may not get marks. If you have, a short note and it has, 5 marks minimum, you need to write some 10 sentences, means to the point, not just one word or two word or just 2 lines, and the student may think that I have written everything, but there are many, many points which are really required. So this is something I have found quite challenging to many of the students. But let me tell you, the students who are really focused, they get into the library. We have so many question papers which are kept there, uh, and then you just know how it is. It has been, questions have been asked, and sometimes the teachers may revise also, and they will tell you how to write it. You have sessional examination, model examination, they will give you corrections. So this is something I have found very difficult for the students, how to write an organized way of a short note, or even an essay question. This is something, I don't know, maybe many of you are not familiar with. Is one thing. Then going to the clinical area, and then you have after the clinical area, you need to come back to the college, and we need to have clinical discussions. Maybe you are tired, but we need to have clinical discussions. And you the faculty and small group of students will be discussing about many of the clinical cases, and this is again required for you to understand your patient's condition, what you have done, and to think more, analyze what more you would have done, to understand the common cases. So this is very much required. So just keeping a balance between, your clinical work and plus again, you are coming back to the class may not be simply, class. We usually don't take, class after the clinic, but there will be discussion and that you need to attend, and then only you are going to be free. Anyway, it is not more than 8 hours per day. That's how it has been constructed. So I must say that, you should have health, good health, good, very strong legs you need to have, because you need to run here and there from this side to that side, and you are going to be very busy. Plus you need to learn, your brain also need to work, and you need to have proper professional relationships. I said proper professional relationships with all, with the patients, with the doctors, with other nurses. So there is a way of making relations with the patients. When you ask many questions for as part of history taking, they will also ask you many questions. You need not answer very specifically. So these are all, some challenges you may face. But this may be, in the beginning. And again, I must say that homesickness, maybe one or two children are hardly. I must say, last time I have seen mostly only one child. And they themselves wanted to be part of nursing, not because the parents wanted to be. Yeah, the student says, I want to be in Amrita College of Nursing. This is what, the answer I got, while counseling. So when you come, please try to understand, whether you have whether you are strong, physically healthy. That's very much required, because you need to do all these things, and you are already an asthmatic patient, or you have some minor heart issues. Of course, we will be having a medical checkup here at the time of admission. But you seem to be very weak, whatsoever the reason. Maybe you are not used to it. You are used to only studying, and then some computer works, and then some relaxation time. It's okay. You are perfectly okay. But is this nursing profession okay for you? Will I be able to do all these things? This is something you need to ask yourself. So this is the most challenging thing, I must say, because absenteeism will affect you. You need to have 80% of attendance for theory, and 80% of attendance in the clinical separate if you need to be eligible to appear for the university examination. And 100% clinical attendance is required if you need to get your degree certificates. All these are INC norms. As it's not kept by Amrita Vishwavidyapitham. So 100% of attendance is required for clinicals, and 80% of attendance is mandatory for the theory. And suppose you take leave in between for no reason, or maybe you have a reason, only 5% condonation we can have as per the university norms. Only 5% condonation. Condonation means 5% of whatever you have lost in theory will be given to you as part of, a concession when you apply with a medical certificate. And that too for practicals. If you do not have attendance, 80% of attendance, no condonation will be given on the practical side, because practical is always something we cannot compromise, because this is a profession dealing with human beings, not with machines. So nobody wants to do that. That's the norm. So we don't do it. So these are, the major challenges. If you can adjust with, all the food, maybe a little bit different from what you are getting from home. And the timings, time management is very, very important. Time management. You must be good at time management. Suppose, after 4 o'clock, we don't do anything here. 4 o'clock, after 4 o'clock, even if a teacher asks me, okay, can I have, a class for 1 hour? I will not agree. because I'll say that, let the students go and have the tea and learn, because learning is a self-active process. But you go on talking this side, that side, moving from one place to the other, and just spend your time just like that. It becomes 10 o'clock. You write some your assignments, then you have your mobile phone, and how much is your screen time? You never check. The time goes just like that. You get into Insta, or you get into many whichever things, and you don't know how the time goes. And when you come in the morning, you can see that, you are not able to concentrate on what your faculty member teacher is talking, because you are sleepy. So these are, some of the challenges I am seeing. You see, I am teaching students for the last 4 decades, starting from, College of Nursing, Government College of Nursing, Calicut, and then College of Nursing, Government College of Nursing, Kottayam, and sometime abroad. I was a teacher, and then, from 2002, I am here. Okay. So you can just think, the way in which, I have seen how the students are struggling. If you don't want to struggle, then definitely you need to start your learning. You should be healthy. You should be able to adjust with, some of these hard works, because without initial hard work, you don't gain anything. So these are the common challenges, I see. If you keep your mobiles turned off, at least for during the study time, that's all I'm saying. I'm not asking anybody not to use the phone, because phone is required for anybody. We know what are the uses of mobile phone, so it is allowed. But if you just keep it nearby and study, definitely there will be some calls, and then you will be interested in that. So even psychologists say that, when it is your study time, you keep it somewhere in the cupboard, and then you read. Then your focus will be there. And understand and read. Don't, just learn by heart. I've seen many of the students who have secured high marks. They fail and then they cry. And then I asked them, what was the method of learning when you were in +2, +1? They say by heart. So this is a large volume. How can you learn by heart? So the learning methodology, that has to be changed. So try to understand, because there is no end to the nursing and the medical curriculum part of it, because the n number of diseases are there, and new technologies are so. But you see, with all these, don't get, scared about what I am saying. See, if I can do it in 1976, I strongly feel that the new generation with more potentials, with more intellectual capacity, and you are known as, multitasking generation. That is the label given to you, because you are very, very smart people. So you people who are really smart will be able to do it. That's what that's the last thing I want to tell you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, there is a doubt from a candidate. Like, is it a good career for a male student? I think it's a doubt from some male candidate here.
Yeah.
So always people keep asking us.
Yeah. So is
They
it a
opt-
good, is it a good career? So what is this good and bad means? So first of all, we need to understand the meaning of good or bad. What is a good career? People think that, if I become an engineer, or if I become a doctor, that's a good career. There are many, many frustrated people, among the doctors and engineers. My apologies to all those people whom I'm just touching. My daughter also is a doctor. So what I want to tell you, it is whether it is good or bad, We need to decide. The person has to decide. Your happiness is something you need to define. Nobody else is going to give you that this is a good profession. Maybe it is a good profession looking from the societal point of view, but you are not comfortable with that. So, are you going to be comfortable with that? That's my question. We have professors who are males here. We have, another teacher here, MSc nursing, and he's he will be resigning soon from here because uh, he has gotten, an appointment with one college as a teacher outside, I think UK. And there are many, male people who are happy with that. There may be, a few people who may not be happy, especially because, when you get into this sort of a profession, which is considered as, a female profession, initially female profession, uh, the question is, you, why do you go for nursing? That is a female person's job, isn't it? But there are many opportunities, especially in orthopedics ward, we say, in operation theater. I'm talking about the real clinical area. Who is required? And just think of the palliative care part of it. Who is required again? So these are, some of the areas uh, we really need, male people to work. So there is nothing like, male person is okay or female person is okay for this. What is good, what is bad. See, I wanted to be a lecturer in the college. And then, I was guided by my brother who was a teacher in government that, okay, you go in this way, then you can become a lecturer in a college of nursing. And from there, I have started, you see. So I love my work. It's my passion to be here. All these years of teaching, I love my work. I had been a staff nurse for 2.5 years in one of the private institutions. I must tell you, people respected me that time more than now people are respecting me. So that is the effect of me being a staff nurse at that time. When I go to the canteen also, they just tell me, canteen person says, Sister Molly has come. She is a very busy nurse, give her food immediately. The canteen fellow says, manager says. So that is one way of respecting people. So whether it is good or bad, it depends on, first of all, our own happiness. Now, second part of it, definitely money. Money is required. Money is required for everyone to live. You go to a vegetable shop, you will not get, free fruits or vegetables. You need money to live. And every profession has got, some struggle or not. Some struggle, it is there at every point. You cannot become, a person in a very attractive role within a day or two. So these are, some weightages. Yeah, I think you need to just weigh these things. Whether you want your happiness, society's happiness, whether you will be okay economically, socially, okay with any other profession, it is up to you to decide. That's all.
Thank you a lot, ma'am. Lekha madam, can you just brief on the job opportunities these candidates have once they complete nursing in both in India and abroad?
Right now, I think we have explained. I would once
Yeah,
again say,
explain.
immediately after the B.Sc nursing, definitely, as Madam said, even I have initially I have also worked as a staff nurse. We have to work as a staff nurse, and then by the time 1 or 2 years you work, you will get a clarity regarding actually what you want to do. So at that time, if after that you want to go to teaching or you want to become a quality professional in infection control, if you want to go abroad. Somebody was asking regarding the placement also.
Yes, that is what I actually wanted.
Immediately
Yeah.
after the program, you will get for our Faridabad is a new hospital. We have a lot of requirements. We will offer 100% placement here. Kochi also, students who study in Kochi and Faridabad also, it's both welcome. Then we have right now for the university, many universities and the institutions from abroad are also approaching us for the placement of the students with 1 or 2 years of experience. For you getting placement abroad also could be easy. So that is in process from the Canada, Germany. The institutions are approaching us. Now that the trend is they are approaching good institutions so that they will get good quality people. So once you pass out, the opportunities are unlimited. Only thing you have to study well, make yourself competent to take up that opportunity.
Yes. Thank
May
you so
I
much.
add something?
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to say, of course, job placement is not an issue at all for nursing, but only thing is that placing you somewhere, initial part of it, you must always, select a good institution, because maybe the salary is low, doesn't matter. It is just like, how do a junior advocate practice to begin with? He or she will go and just find out whether she can practice under a very experienced, famous advocate, so that she can learn all these techniques. I mean, just being a student and just being a staff nurse, these are two different levels. So anyway, those chances are here. Here also many people come here. They just ask me whether we can come, we can do campus placement. Those so many things are there, and I just take all those notices and put them in the notice board. That's all what we are doing. But right now, I have started with something. This is something related to Norca routes. You might have heard about Norca routes. Norca routes is actually an agency which is working under the Ministry of External Affairs, India. And they actually are trainers in three things: in German language, IELTS, and OET. So they actually have satellite centers, Norca satellite centers. And they wanted to start, a satellite center in Kerala. Already they are having 2 satellite centers in Calicut as well as in Trivandrum. And they wanted to start, one here. And we have we are moving on that. We have arranged a classroom for them. And our 43 students, the final year students, whom we are giving farewell now, you see, they have written their examination. They have agreed that they are all interested in studying the German language. So German language, why German language? Because, OET and IELTS, there is a little bit, it has gone a little bit down, because those people who have passed OET and IELTS, now they are here because there is a decline in the outflow of the nursing staff in UK, Canada. You may be knowing that. Whereas if you take German language, then definitely they will be placed without giving any money. These Norca routes will be placing you in Germany. And of course, for the classes will be here, in the evening, and a few talks, and very soon, we'll be signing the MOU and starting the classes. Some 2 rounds of discussions are already over with the parents. So they said, we can start classes from first semester. But then I said, let me try first with the senior batch who is going out, so that they'll be available at a particular time. They will employ their teacher. So once you get that B1, B2 level, then definitely these students will be recruited by them in Germany. This is a new development. Also, I just forgot to tell you about, we have MSc program and PhD program. Ours is a college where there is a PhD in nursing. This is the only place as a college, we are having PhD nursing. 3 batches are already, we have taken candidates, and fourth batch, applications are called for both full-time as well as part-time candidates. We get lot of applications. Only thing is that just to maintain the quality, I limit the seats. That's all.
Okay. So that's again nice news from you, ma'am.
Yeah,
So all
yeah,
the students here, candidates here will be really motivated to hear that.
yeah.
So ma'am, now before we just have few more questions to answer, before we wind up, we have Priya from the admissions team who will just explain to us in brief about the
Yeah.
admission process this year. So after that, we shall continue with a few more doubts that they have. Priya?
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, one and all. I'm Priya, representing Admissions Office, Amrita Institute of Medical Sciences, Kochi campus. So today I'll be briefing on the admission procedure for the year 2025 for B.Sc Nursing of both Kochi campus and Faridabad campus. As Molly ma'am and Lekha ma'am have already explained, we have B.Sc Nursing course in both Kochi and Faridabad. Now coming to the duration. The duration of the course is 4 years. Eligibility, candidate must have attained minimum 17 years of age and maximum 23 years of age on or before 31st December of the current year. Now coming to the educational eligibility, you should be a pass in your class 12th with 60% aggregate marks in physics, chemistry and biology and separate 60% in English. Selection for the course would be based on the marks scored by the candidate in Amrita Entrance Exam Life Science, that is AEEL. Now, coming to the first year fee structure. First, we'll discuss about the fee structure at Kochi campus. We have 3 categories in the tuition fees, scholarship, non-scholarship and NRI category. So tuition fees in the scholarship category is rupees 2 lakh and tuition fees in the non-scholarship category would come around rupees 2,50,000 and candidates who get selected in the NRI category will have to pay a tuition fees of $3,500. Also, we have an other fees, which is rupees 51,545. Also, you have an admission processing charge in the first year, that is 2,500. Hostel and mess annually would come around rupees 80,000. Now, coming to the Faridabad fee structure. In Faridabad also, we have 3 categories for the tuition fees. So, in the scholarship category, the tuition fees would be rupees 1,50,000. In the non-scholarship, rupees 2,25,000. And the NRI, in the NRI category, it is $3,500. Also, the other fees for the first year is rupees 50,000. And as Lekha ma'am already said, we have 2 categories for the hostel, AC and non-AC. So in the if you're opting for AC rooms, it would come around 1,10,000 and for non-AC rooms around 90,000. So now coming to the selection process. So selection for the course B.Sc Nursing in both Kochi and Faridabad campus would be based on Amrita Entrance Exam, Life Sciences, Agriculture and Medical Sciences, that is AEEL. So the exam would be conducted on 17th and 18th of May and it would be conducted in 3 time slots. So each candidate will have the examination at any one of the above dates and in any one of the slots. This can be selected by the candidate. Also, we'll be opening the slot bookings in advance before the date of examination. And once you book your slots, you can download the admit card. So now I'll briefly explain what the slot booking process is. Basically, candidates who have registered for the AEL exam can select the date and time of the exam of their choice. Also note that the allotment of date and time will be based on first come first serve basis. If the candidate does not exercise this option, he or she will be assigned the date and slot automatically. Also, to book this exam date and slot, registered candidates will have to click the slot booking link provided in the email. So right now emails have not been sent because the registration process is still ongoing. So you're requested to keep checking your registered email ID and portal daily regarding the updates. Also, we have updated this details regarding the slot booking, examination date, everything in this website and also in the information handbook. So the website is amrita.edu/admissions/AWL. So now coming to the question paper pattern, as I already said, AL exam would be a computer-based online examination to be taken in allotted centers. So we'll be having questions from physics, chemistry, biology, and English. 25 questions would be asked from physics, chemistry, biology each, and 5 questions from English. So the total number of questions would be 80 and total marks would be 240. The duration of the exam would be of 2 hours. Also, 3 marks would be awarded for each correct answer and 1 mark shall be deducted for every incorrect answer. So this is the question paper pattern. We have uploaded the syllabus also in the link that I previously mentioned, that is amrita.edu/admissions/AEEL. Now coming to the registration part, registration is still open. So candidates who wish to apply for B.Sc nursing can register either through our official website, that is amrita.edu/admissions. Click on B.Sc nursing and you can click on the apply now option, or else you can directly enter the portal URL, that is applyug.amrita.edu. So this is basically the web page. Once you enter the URL applyug.amrita.edu, first you need to register with your name, email, mobile number, state, district, and stream. This is the first page. So once you enter this, you'll be asked to ask some personal information like gender, date of birth, etc. So you have to fill all this. And then you'll be asked 3 city preferences. The candidate can choose the examination city by filling these 3 options and you can click on the save option. Okay. Next is the most important step, that is the course selection. So if you wish to apply for B.Sc nursing, so in the Kochi and Faridabad campus, you can click on the option Kochi, click on B.Sc nursing and click on apply now option. Also for Faridabad campus, similarly, you can take the Faridabad campus, click on B.Sc nursing and click on apply now option, apply option, sorry. Once you've given your city preferences and course preferences, you can go to My Applications and once again review your application and the city exam city choices. You can change your preference here also and save this option. Next is the payment option. So an amount of rupees 550 is the registration fee. You can add multiple courses coming under AWL. It's a single payment of rupees 550 and all the modes of payment are available. You can pay the registration fee either through UPI, card or net banking. Once you've completed the payment option, then this is the 4th step, that is entering your academic details. Here, details of your class 12th and class 10th are asked. So candidates who have written your class 12th exam this year and are awaiting your class 12th results can give the result status as awaiting. And once the class 12th results are published, you need to log into this portal again, change this, edit this option as published and enter the class 12th marks. The final step of application is document upload. Here also you can upload, if you have written the class 12th examination this year, you can upload the class 10 certificate, Aadhaar card, birth certificate, etc. And once you get your class 12th certificate, you can upload that. After completing the payment after step 3, the candidate will receive a confirmation mail, including your registration number from Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham. You have to save your registration number, registered email ID and password for future reference. Also, kindly note that for any admission related queries, you can use these contact numbers that we have displayed in the screen right now, both of Kochi and Faridabad campus. And for any registration related queries also, you can call in these numbers. Or you can send a mail to ugadmissions@aims.amrita.edu. Another very important piece of information that Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham has not appointed any agent or third-party clients for securing admissions, and you're requested to contact these numbers for any admission-related queries. Thank you. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Priya, for such a detailed explanation. I think all your doubts regarding the admission process is clear now. So, ma'am, Lekha ma'am and Molly ma'am, coming back with just one question to you. Is there any dress code, as someone has asked, for nursing?
Yeah, I have seen that. No, they have asked for exam whether there is any dress
Yes,
code.
there is someone someone asking like that also, ma'am.
Oh, okay. So let me clarify both. For the entrance examination, of course, there will not be any dress code, isn't it, Mrs. Preeti?
Entrance exam.
No. In the
They are not.
entrance examination, it is.
Yes, for some NEET
somebody.
exams and all that they have like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then for our B.Sc nursing course, of course, there is a dress code. You are expected to wear a uniform. At the time of admission, we will be giving you the uniform clothes. It is churidar and top with shawl. Of course, Faridabad, Dr. Lekha will explain. But you will also have, one pair of sari. Okay, because Amma is very particular that, as girls, we must learn. All of you should learn, how to wear a sari. So that's why once in a month, here it is the first Saturday of every month, we ask the students to wear sari and come so that, they learn how to wear it. Otherwise, this is the uniform. I think now it's a little bit different. So Dr. Lekha will explain it. How is it in Faridabad?
Thank you, ma'am. Yes.
In
Lekha, ma'am.
Faridabad, we have a pant and shirt with a waistcoat. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so whatever it is, dress does not matter. It is there, as both of them have told us. It is your consistency and your perseverance, your love for the nursing profession that will lead you to great heights. So, ma'am, before we wind up, let me once again express my immense gratitude to both of you for spending such a lot of time with us for this webinar. And I'm also happy that we had such a lot of them attending the webinar today. That shows how much they are interested in nursing. And also I'm happy that we had so many of them. I am thankful to each one of you who have joined us today. And I hope all your doubts have been clarified, because they have explained everything so crisp and clear. So I am once again thankful to each one of you, and especially to Molly ma'am and Lekha ma'am, and expecting to see you all soon in our campus at Amrita. Thank you and take care. Madam, we wind up the webinar for today. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks to all those, who
You and all the best.
were with us. Okay, listening to us. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.